Hi, I'm Mrs. Freilich. Today we're going to continue a recorder series that'll help you improve your recorder skills. After working and practicing with this video, you'll be able to earn your brown belt. We'll continue this series with our brown belt song, Amazing Grace. Before we get started, let's quickly review our checklist for proper technique. Double check your posture. Remember, you need to either stand tall or sit up on the edge of your seat with your feet flat on the floor. Your recorder needs to be at about a 45-degree angle from your body. Make sure your left hand is on top. Use the syllable do when tonguing the recorder. By now, these habits should be automatic. In this brown belt song, you will once again use notes that you are already familiar with. B, A, G, D, E, and high D. Remember to use the fleshy part of your finger to cover the holes instead of the tip. You'll get much better coverage. As you recall, each finger is assigned one hole, so you never have to change your hand positions. Now let's take a look at the song. By now, you should be able to recognize the treble clef sign right away. As you recall, it's also called a G clef. Notice that the key signature has a sharp on the top line. Since this line is F, that means all the Fs in the song will be a half step higher than the regular F. But you don't have to worry about playing F sharps. There's no Fs in this song. Now look at the time signature. It's a little different from what we've been playing up to this point. It's 3/4, so that means there will be 3 counts in a measure and a quarter note will get 1 count. Once again, these are breath marks. These are the best places to breathe since they separate melodic phrases. As you notice, they match the punctuation in the lyrics. Do you remember these? As you recall, these are called ties. A tie connects notes with the same letter name. You'll hold the connected notes without tonguing the second note. If you add up the counts, you'll notice that they both equal 5 counts. A dotted half note gets 3 counts, and a half note gets 2 counts. 3 plus 2 equals 5 counts in all. But there's a special marking that looks like a bird's eye over this half note. It's called a fermata. This means that you hold the note longer than its normal duration. Usually, if there's a music conductor leading a group of musicians, the conductor determines its length. Otherwise, it's up to the soloist. Another new thing in this song is the dotted quarter note. The dot adds half the value of the note. So since a quarter note gets 1 count, a dotted quarter note will get 1.5 counts. We'll say ta-i for our clapping patterns. Usually a dotted quarter note is next to a single eighth note. Since he's without his buddy as in TT, his arm is by his side. For our clapping patterns, we'll just say T. So before we move on, let's clap a few patterns with these new rhythms. Echo after me. Ta-yi-ti, ta-yi-ti. Ta-yi-ti, ta-ta. So now let's clap the rhythms in echo patterns. We'll break them up into phrases based on where the breath marks are. Echo these patterns after me. Ta, half note, T, half note, ta, half note, ta, half note. Ta, half note, T, half note, ta, dotted half note, hold 5. Ta, ta-yi, T, half note, ta, ta-yi, T, half note. Ta, half note, T, half note, ta, dotted half note, hold. Great work! What did you notice about these rhythms? Did you notice any patterns or repetitions? Do you notice that these phrases have the same rhythm and melodies? They also have the same notes except the endings. Also, these two phrases have identical rhythms, including the new dotted quarter note and single eighth note. Oh, and did you notice we started the song off with a pickup note? The rest of the counts to add up to 3 are in the last measure. The half note in the last measure gets 2 counts, so 1 plus 2 equals 3 beats in all. Now let's sing these notes as we finger them on the recorder. Echo these phrases after me. D, G, B, G, B, A, G, E, D. D, G, B, G, B, A, D. B, D, B, D, B, G, D, E, G, G, E, D. D, G, B, G, B, A, G. If you need to back up the video several times to practice this, feel free to do so. When you feel ready, play the entire song together with my little helper, Elam. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Remember, if you find yourself squeaking while you play, stop what you're doing, analyze the situation, and see if you can make a diagnosis. Here's the diagnostic checklist. Number 1, am I covering the holes completely? Number 2, am I accidentally covering holes with my other fingers or hand? Number 3, am I tonguing with to instead of do? Remember, to is much too harsh of a syllable to use to separate the notes. Number 4, am I overblowing? After going through the checklist, hopefully you were able to zero in on the problem and solve it. Now see if you could do it alone with the accompaniment. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. Wonderful! You did a great job working on your brown belt song, Amazing Grace. If you feel like you need more work on this song, review the video again and feel free to pause it wherever you need to. If you can play it pretty well without me, you get your brown belt. Congratulations! Whenever you're ready to move on to the final belt level, go to the black belt song. The link is in the description box below. See you next time.